Hello, everybody, and welcome to the MCParks monthly public meeting for the month of March 2026. It's shortly after 9 p.m. Eastern, and we are but 1 month away from MCParks' 13th anniversary, and we'll talk about some of the fun you can expect to see then. But first, I'd of course like to introduce my fellow hosts this evening. We've got Darren. How you doing, Darren?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Not too shabby at all.
Good.
And of course,
Glad to hear it.
yeah. And of course, we got Josh here as well. Hi, Josh.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I just realized you can apparently unmute the music in the stage channel now. I don't know why
While you're
anyone would.
in,
While the stage is going on, if you click the unmute
yeah.
music button, you
Look
can
at
hear
that.
the music in the. Why would you want that? I don't know, but you can
I
do
don't
it.
know, because you're crazy, I guess. But of course, what we're talking about is the fact that you can listen to these meetings recorded live on Discord in a stage channel. We got 60 some odd folks here with us this evening. Hello, live studio audience. How are you? You can't hear them, but they say fantastic. Hey, good. Hello, dandy, splendid, good. Ola, doing good, great. Alive. Woo, wild crowd noise. That's what they say. See, it's just like being there.
Do be what they're saying.
I should make the bot record the chat so we could produce a video with the chat. That's what I should do. That's how we innovate here, Josh.
You have so many other priorities.
I know, but that would be fun. So there you go. But you know what? If you really want the real experience, you got to be here on Discord. We record these the first Wednesday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern. Mostly. There's exceptions to that, and we'll get into one such exception soon. But this month, of course, we are full steam ahead, getting ready for our biennial MCParks Expo and the keynote presentation video that we're putting together for you all, where we will go into some progress on some of our projects, some parks, some attractions, some some experiences, some features, some I don't know. I've run out, but it'll be a good time. And there's some really neat stuff. Yeah, I think so. There's pretty neat stuff the team's been working on, and I cannot wait for you all to see. Now, I did mention that sometimes we don't have the meetings the first Wednesday of the month. Next month is going to be one of those times. The meeting's actually going to be on the 8th, the second Wednesday of the month, because the MCParks Expo kicks off the weekend of the 3rd of April. And what are we going to talk about at the meeting if it's but 48 hours before
the big one?
The Expo, yeah.
The big one, that'd be a little weird, I think. So
even today, we're grasping at straws.
It's true.
No, that's not an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Calm down, everyone. We know it's a big change. We understand. It's okay. Don't worry. It's 1 week away.
Yeah. But yes, the MCParks Expo.
There's no secret meeting going on.
Well, there might be a secret meeting going on.
Ooh,
you never know.
Maybe for April.
We should do that actually.
Maybe we're going to be starting an ARG right now that'll have clues to tell you when and where the secret meeting will be, and you're going to want to be there. And then we'll tell you everything that's happening at the expo beforehand. What do you think about that?
Set up like a separate Discord server.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then there'll be an ARG that gives you clues to the invite code for the Discord server.
Man, we thought we were strapped with expo videos.
Well, no, Josh, we've already done this. The ARG has started.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. This is me teasing it in a jokey way, so people think it's actually fake and they don't know where to start for the expo. And your first clue is rutabaga. So, good luck.
Folks, if you think we're kidding, let me remind you of the last expo where we announced Star Wars Galaxy's Edge like 5 months earlier or whatever it was.
That's true. So your second clue, so your first clue is rutabaga. Your second clue is to look at the last letter of every other sentence that I've spoken since the start of this meeting. No, that part's a joke, but the rutabaga part's real. So look into that.
Good luck.
Good luck. You guys got this. But anyway, the actual MCParks Expo will begin on April 3rd. And that evening, we will be premiering our keynote presentation video on our YouTube channel. And we will also be opening up the Expo Hall. Everyone loves a good Expo Hall. Darren, do you like an Expo Hall?
Yes, I love a good expo hall. And you know what I love more than a good expo hall? A great expo hall, which is what we're building.
And what constitutes a great Expo Hall in your opinion?
It features some cool tech effects. It has some nice models, a little bit of some previews to things we're working on. Maybe even some custom merchandise related to the expo and the expo logo. Maybe I have that logo ready to send in a message to everybody if everyone wants to see what that logo looks like.
I'd love to see what the logo looks like.
Perfect. Well, folks, MC Parks, we're a community on the move. And so we figured we'd harken back a little bit like a World's Fair retro futurism.
Well, that's just wonderful.
I love it.
Like I said, we're always on the move, keep moving forward. And Ryan, I figured with with a mantra like that, our expo hall should be related to something inside of a maybe like a community of tomorrow, potentially experimental.
That's an interesting idea. I'm going to let you roll with that one for a little bit. What do you think about that?
So, believe it or not, actually, in Orlando, there's this place that Walt Disney wanted to make that was themed to the community of tomorrow. You wanted it to be a city, but it ended up as a theme park somehow.
Okay.
You know what they say? If you can't build a city, build a theme park.
They do be saying that.
The famous adage goes.
Yeah. Now I do know that in that park,
city to a park.
Right. Yeah. I've heard that one.
Yeah, it's famous.
And in that park, of course, there are a bevy of pavilions, some occupied with attractions and some not.
Yeah, and it's almost a wonder that some of those places remain as empty as they are, and you just wish that they would breathe more life into those spaces.
Of
Communicore Hall.
Not Communicore Hall. Good guess though, Josh. I appreciate it. So we are going to be hosting the expo at the Wonders of Life Pavilion. So that'll tie into the logo and sort of the style that you will see throughout. There is some awesome new merchandise that will be at the expo related to both its location and the expo itself. And it may even tie into some of the announcements. But like I said, our goal is for the expo is we just want to emphasize that like MC Parks is always on the move and the wheels are always spinning and always turning and there's always something moving forward and breathing new life into everything that we do, both old and new. So
and that's
do with that information what you will.
Right. There you go. All right. Is that everything we said we were gonna say about the expo?
What did we talk about? We talked about the meeting moving. We talked about the keynote being that Friday the 3rd. Now this expo hall that we're building is fantastic. It is a wonderful space. You'll wonder why it's only open for a weekend. And as part of our 13th anniversary, because that happens to be during the MCParks Expo, by sheer coincidence, I'm sure, we have decided that the expo hall will be open all month. So you will have around 28 days to experience all that we have to offer in that space. So we look forward to seeing you guys then for that.
Super exciting. Super exciting.
Now that is all I have to say, and I look forward to everybody diagnosing what specifically was said for the MCParks ARG.
No, the only clue in this meeting is rutabaga. I want to make that abundantly clear. Everything else you have to start with rutabaga. All right, cool.
Of course, my bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, meeting or expo.
That's all we
rather.
got.
I hope you're excited. Well, it's true. It's true. This past month, we opened up the hotel, whose name I will get correct when I say it, which is the Pixar Place Hotel.
Good for you.
See, look, I can be taught. And I love the way that this hotel turned out. And I hope you folks have been enjoying it as well. Have you folks been enjoying it as well? It seems like people have, and that's very exciting. I'm glad you all like it. What's your favorite part of it? The pixel art, the merch, the pool. Okay, these are all good. Remember the Fallen? Yup. All right. The rooms. Okay. The vibes. All right. And some people are already talking about their favorite merchandise items. So remember, as part of this opening, we launched many new pieces of merchandise, such that we now have every Pixar
one from
film.
each movie.
Yeah, every Pixar film is represented in our merchandise now.
And every single one of them is absolutely adorable somehow. It never fails.
They are. Well, people are looking for rutabagas now. What have I unleashed? I guess I'll have to set something up. But there you go. Some people are really enjoying their Coco guitars, their Luxo Junior little shoulder pets, and all that stuff. So I'm glad that folks are enjoying that and are enjoying their time at the Pixar Place Hotel. All very exciting stuff. And that's all that happened this month that was interesting, because we're heads down getting ready for the expo. And that's all we have to say for the public meeting as far as news is concerned. So I'm going to read you folks the top 10 rides and the top 10 riders.
For those wondering why we pushed back the meeting from the first, this is why. Because
what would we talk about?
Not a whole lot of chatter.
Not a whole lot of chatter. But we will mention that the 10th most ridden ride this month, Rutabaga, of course, is Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios with 1,699 rides. 9th place was Living with the Land with 1,724 rides. 8th place is Poonga Racers with 1,742. 7th place is Test Track with 1,762. 6th place is Jumpin' Jellyfish with 1,774. 5th place is Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland with 1,910. We had the Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover in 4th place with 2,183. We had Tokyo Disney Sea's Venetian Gondolas in 3rd with 2,239. We had the Silly Symphony Swings in 2nd with 4,174. And Dr. Doom's Fearfall, 1st place this month with 14,026 rides. So that's neat. Your 10th top rider for the week this month, that made is James A. Garza 11 with 1,625. 9th place is Mickey Mouse 5839 with 1,629, followed by Ace Knoll 23 with 1,637. Cam Plays Games 1 with 1,695. Akoya with 1,989. I Cannot Even Bro with 2,225. We had Disneyland 1955 with 2,670 rides. Stellar K is in 3rd place with 2,762 rides. It's K&M is in 2nd place with 3,846. And Muziki was in first with 9,379 rides. Those are your top 10 rides and your top 10 riders for the month. Woo. And now I shall field questions from the audience, our live studio audience, in fact. TravMax1 wants to know what time the keynote will be. It's going to be in the evening of April 3rd. Stay tuned for a specific time. Fig Prange wants to know if there are any looks inside the expo hall to share. No. We showed you the logo. We told you where it'll be. That's it. Avid Dreamer wants to know if there's Epic Universe progress. We're going to show you some stuff at the expo, I would imagine. We'll show you some stuff. But quite honestly, since the last time we showed pictures, there's not a ton that's been added to it. What else? Song of Light wants to know if Wonders of Life means Cosmic Rewind. No. So Wonders of Life is the building that is between Cosmic Rewind and Mission Space. It's kind of set back a little bit. Cosmic Rewind took over the Universe of Energy Pavilion. Master Chef 625 didn't write it in a complete sentence. They just said Phantasmic. So I'll respond with, yeah, that's a thing that exists in the world. That's cool. We like that. Phantasmic's cool. Tuxman wants to know at what temperature should I cook this chicken in the oven? Well, the FDA recommends that you cook chicken to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, and I would tend to echo that recommendation.
I think Tux is Canadian, so you'll have to convert that into Celsius.
Actually, no. Possibly.
I
don't know.
I think I usually cook meat in Fahrenheit somehow.
I was gonna say I do think that food temperatures, for some reason, are Fahrenheit in Canada.
Canada does this weird thing where, like, we'll go back and forth. Like, my height and weight is measured in feet and pounds, but distances are measured in, like, meters or kilometers.
Yeah. My height's measured in kilometers. I'm really tall. I'm kidding. I mean, you could measure it in kilometers. It would just be a small number. And that's kind of what the metric system's all about. It's because you just move the decimal place and just call it something different. Isn't that cool? It's a cool system of measurement, actually. Look into it.
Whoa.
I know. A. Peterson 13 wants to know what were the clues from previous expos. It was a joke. We're not actually doing an ARG to the secret meeting, or are we?
I will say, I gave a lot of clues in what I was saying.
I wasn't paying attention. Did you?
I gave a lot of clues.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention.
Or at least a good starting point to figure out where some clues might be.
Oh, how about that? Well, that's fun.
As far as like previous expos, the big one was the Star Wars one. How for May the 4th, if you looked at our Discord announcement and you read the first row in a straight line for each announcement we made, it said Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opening on MCParks this fall, finally.
Yeah.
And that sat unnoticed from May until September, basically. So
it was pretty well done. Big fan. Sacred wants to know if there's going to be any panels at the expo this year. We haven't finalized that schedule yet, but I imagine there would.
Yes. I wouldn't expect them to be over the course of the weekend. I would say they'll be throughout the month, just to give some more accessibility to everyone.
Yeah. This is our 13th anniversary, which is nuts.
It's also our 10th anniversary of expos.
That's also nuts. It's also nuts.
When you think, like, when we think of MCParks Expos, we're like, oh yeah, we've done like a couple of them. They're like a newer thing, it's only happened a few times. It's like, no, the first one was in 2016. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So you could also, This gives away too much, but you can also maybe expect some throwbacks to the 2016 Expo.
Maybe. There was also
the 2016 Expo.
There was also the proto Expo of the best summer ever keynote.
Yeah.
It was like the next year, yeah.
It was the
No,
previous
that was
year.
the same year. It was all 2016.
Oh, was it both
gosh.
2016? I thought that was 2015.
No, best summer ever was 2016 because I was on my college program then.
Ah, okay.
I keep thinking that the first Expo was 2015, but we did it like January,
of 2016.
6th or 7th.
Yeah, because it was right before I moved to Orlando. That was why we did it then.
So like all of the planning for it was done in 2015, which is why I keep thinking that. I just remember spending my entire birthday that year making like the largest image map ever, and then we had to get rid of it because it killed everyone's frame rate.
Yeah. Oh boy. Danny Dest Disney wants to know if we have any updates to share about some hotels that are under construction, like the Grand Floridian or the Grand Californian. I so desperately would like somebody to rebuild the Grand Floridian. So desperately. I really want it. But no one on the team has stepped up and wanted to do it. Grand Californian, it's also been a hot minute since anybody has touched that.
Less of a hot minute, though.
Less of a hot minute than the Grand Floridian, for
significantly
sure.
Less of a hot minute, actually.
It's true. It's true. Let's see. Scrolling down to look for some other questions here. Lots of measurement discourse about Canada. Will Tower of Terror stay open the entire month of March? There's no plans to close it.
I think because last month it was down for like a week.
It was closed for a couple of days. All right, yes, very funny.
The train carts issue. I think that's the joke.
All right, very funny. Let's see. Song of Light wants to know if there's any significant Avengers campus progress. I don't think. I mean, like, there's a decent amount of the exteriors have been built, but no recent progress in the coming months. Like, if you are, if you have, I guess I can't call it new Disneyland Early Access because it's the only Disneyland and it has been for many years. If you have Disneyland Early Access as a AP or Club 33 member, you can fly around there. It's looked like that for a while, I'd say.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jay Riser 99 wants to know if there are any Tron updates. You might want to come to the expo. Zach wants to know if we will have any updates to share about rides at Universal Studios Florida. You might want to come to the expo. Wesley wants to know if there's any work on Tiana's Bayou Adventure. You might want to come to the expo.
It's got a soundboard of Ryan saying that.
The Miner 220 wants to know if Buzzy is going to be at the expo.
You might want to come to the expo.
You might want to come to the expo.
Well, I mean, I guess you might find out if you were at the expo. That's true. King Candy Lamb wants to know how Nemo's Submarine Voyage is going. That's not going to be talked about at the expo for sure. I won't even.
Yeah.
No one.
Ryan, I have
come to the expo, but don't get your hope up.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you might want to come to the expo anyway, but you won't learn anything about the submarine voyage.
I mean, like, it's been like years since we touched that.
It's true.
And every time we do, all the water disappears.
Right.
I don't want to lead people in a certain way, so the new answer for is this being worked on should just be go to the expo.
That is true. Fake Prange wants to know if we are working on repainting Cinderella Castle. Yeah. Of course, we want to wait until it's done to do anything on the live castle, but yes, that is on. It's on our radar. I saw it in person for the first time last week. I'm excited. This paint job's coming back. Very, very happy about it.
Been real good.
Yeah. Let's see. Why can't we go into buildings as Club 33 in early access areas? It might be because that area has some stuff in it, like maybe tech work, maybe there's some other reason, or maybe someone just let the door closed by accident and we have the use permissions off. That's also an option. But yeah, sometimes when we're doing interior stuff, there's more like things to mess up, like for the same reason you can't go and ride a ride, and it is often intentional. I cannot even bro once know if Busch Gardens Tampa will get any love at the expo, and to which I will say that there's one way to find out, and that would be to go to the expo. How about that?
We're going to be flying through these questions. That's the only answer we got.
It's true. Trapmax Fun wants to know if there's going to be any updates on custom parks like Explorer's Kingdom at the expo. I will break the news there and tell you that Explorer's Kingdom will not be featured at the expo. Let's see. I'm just going to not even answer anything. Progress on this, any progress on this, any work on this, any progress on this. That's all the questions anybody has.
Come to the expo and find out what your progress on everything is.
I won't even ask any of the clear joke ones, like someone asking if there's going to be progress on CC's Pizza. You know what? You might just have to come to the expo for that.
I didn't know CC's Pizza was an option.
I mean, you know, some of the ones on 192, I feel like
are close enough.
Are close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the one with the volcano and the mini golf.
It's true. It is true. Here's a question that's more of an evergreen question, and we do answer it almost every single meeting, but I'll answer it this meeting as well. Wesley wants to know what happens if there's a ride that we already have on the server and it gets replaced in real life. What happens? What do we do?
Luckily, that never happens.
It actually doesn't happen as much as you'd think it does.
Well, you know, I think the amount of times it's it's true. It's true. But here's what we do. We will keep that old experience open on the server until we are ready to put in its replacement. And so what does that look like in practice? Currently on MCParks, you can ride Splash Mountain at Walt Disney World. You can ride Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. You can also ride Dinosaur.
And Primeval Whirl.
You can also ride Primeval Whirl. And Triceratops Spin even. And walk through the whole of Dinoland USA.
And Old Test Track.
You could also go and ride Test Track 2.0. And you will be able to ride all of these things and experience all of these things until we are at a place with their replacements where we are ready to paste them into the live server. We've done the opposite where we close things down when they close in real life. We did that most notably at Epcot when they closed all of the Innovations Plaza area. We were very excited to put up all those construction walls, and then construction was delayed, and we spent like 5 years.
It was awful to deal with.
Yeah, and we spent like 5 years with awful construction walls on our Minecraft theme park that should just look nice all the time, and we didn't like that, so we're not doing that again.
There was a point where I was like looking at world downloads I had, and I was like, do I have any world download that has like normal pre World Celebration Epcot that we could just like paste back in until it's done, because this is getting annoying? But no.
Yeah, there were some other reasons why we didn't want to do it and everything, but yeah, we're not doing that again, is the point. Let's see, lots of questions on progress for things. Here's a good question from Rama. What's your favorite part about hosting these expos? Imagine that there's a lot of pre-planning that goes into hosting something like that.
When it's done.
You wouldn't even begin to know. I mean, like the script has been in various iterations for like 2 months now, and then it's all the like pre-recorded like separate videos that are attached to it. It's a pretty lengthy process.
Yeah.
You know, the keynote itself typically each year runs about an hour, and I don't know about you, Ryan, but I end up doing like multiple takes of most of my recordings, so it's like a multi-hour process for an hour-long video.
Of course, the question was, what's our favorite part about hosting the expos?
Yeah, it's just like this
is Darren's favorite part.
Yeah, okay. Is like, like the moment. I'm sorry, I was leading into that. It was like, it's such an intensive process that when it's over and you could just be like, it's all out there. Everything is finished. I don't want to tinker with it anymore. Josh doesn't want to tinker and play with it anymore. Like that's the best part.
Yeah, like the best moment is when, the video is scheduled to premiere on YouTube. Because like you spend like a month or two or more in advance in like constant crunch time getting videos prepared, getting the expo hall prepared and all of this sort of stuff, and like finally you have that moment where it's like, okay, it's just gonna run now and we don't have to do anything.
My favorite part is getting to show off all of the amazing work that this team has been doing and see everybody's reactions to some of the things that they've been asking about progress updates for months and months and months.
I mean, that's a good answer too, but for those of us who spend a lot of our waking hours thinking about what we're going to record next,
Yeah. When this is because we set very high expectations for ourselves in 2020. We had that.
We're never going to live back up to that.
It is true. Lots of folks asking when the expo is. It's going to be the April 3rd is when it is going to kick off.
For those curious, I started blocking what is going to be talked about at what time and how the announcement video was going to work. November 15th is the first message about planning that. So
yeah, I was going to say I was on the bus
about 6.5 months.
Yeah, I was on the bus home from like an Ottawa Senators game when I was getting messages about, ooh, is this a thing that could be done in time for an expo in April? And I'm like, I'll write up more when I'm home, I guess.
Yeah, so it's about a 7-month lead time on getting this done.
See, Trav Max, the 2020 Expo was peak because the rest of 2020 was not peak.
It is true. There's a reason why we were all spending so much time.
The amount of free time we had is the reason why the Expo was so good.
True, it's true. All right, well, this meeting has been one big vehicle to tell you about how you should come to the Expo. So, come to the Expo. I hope you're excited for all of the Expo goings on. We're certainly excited to share all of that with you.
Guys, we got some real bangers coming out.
Yeah. True. And we'll see you all there. So I want to thank you so much for joining us this month for our monthly public meeting. It has been a pleasure to have you aboard. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. This meeting is
presented by the MCParks Expo 2026.
Adjourn. Thank you very much for coming down. Good night, everyone.
Enjoy the rutabaga.
Night.
Rutabaga.
Hello, everyone.
I sat there for like 90 seconds because it wouldn't let me start the event, which was very strange.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not me still having to invite myself to speak.
Yeah, well,
yeah, I wasn't able to start it also. I had to just like start the stage.
Oh, so the event hasn't actually been started?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
Whatever.
The stage is already open. Well, now I can start the event because there's something happening on the stage. Okay, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry to all the people who are subscribed to the event. I guess they'll never know.
I mean, I feel like most of them.
I know.
Show
Look,
up
I just
regularly
want to do
anyway.
things the right way, Josh. Let me do things the right way. Well, no, I think the stage has started, but the event hasn't started. As you can tell, because the stage has an exclamation point at the end, because Darren just put an exclamation point at the end, but the event name doesn't have that. And also, the event is called MCParks Public Meeting. But you know what? Doesn't matter. That's what I have to say. I'm bold enough to say that. Why don't we start the meeting? Ready? Here we go.